Hello, everyone. First of all, I just wanted to let you guys know that we have brought some great news about Calgary's real estate market. Obviously, the market is shifting right now, but at the same time, there are a few things that we wanted to point out. If you are thinking that you want to get a really good deal, and in real estate, and so we have good news for you because there is a auction coming up that is organized by City of Calgary, and they will have about 82 properties. So we will discuss about that, but at the same time, there are, like, when we're working with buyers, some of them are really sensitive about which area they move into because they have small kids and they want to make sure they go to the right schools. So we have really good news about that as well, that province of Alberta has also approved actually about 16 schools in Calgary. We will talk about that. We will also talk about interest rates because that is also a big factor in decision making. And at the end, we will talk about Calgary's real estate market. And I have something really important to share with you when it comes to that as well. So let's just start with the 82 properties that are going to be auctioned. So mark this date. It is April 24th, and it is happening at the municipal building, and starting at 10 a.m. So there are 82 properties that are going to be auctioned on April 24th because some people fell behind on their taxes, and they, when you don't pay your property taxes, you need to keep that in mind as well, that property taxes are even more important than mortgage. If you don't pay your property taxes, City of Calgary can auction your property. So some unfortunate people are going to obviously lose their properties. So how does it work? First of all, they will have those properties. The bidding will start only from the amount that those property owners owe to the city, which will be a very small amount. But here's something that you need to keep in mind, and that is that City of Calgary has also done market evaluation of those properties from just outside, not from inside, just from outside. So they will only sell if the bid goes up to that value. But it can offer some people some really good value if they are thinking to move into those communities. We have list of those properties, and we will share. It is a long list because it is 82 properties. We cannot share it over the video, but if you really want that list, you can give us a call or actually reach us out anyway, or just actually even put in comments that you want the list, and then we can definitely send it to you. And some of those properties are really good properties. There is no doubt about that. And if you want to take advantage of that, then you can let us know and we will send you that list. Now, the second thing is that we want to talk about the schools. So as you know, that yesterday we got the news that our provincial government has approved 16 schools in Calgary. It is a long list of schools that are pretty much all over Calgary. But if you're thinking to move into some of these northern communities like Cornerstone, Redstone, then we also know that there is another school coming up in Carrington, Sage Hill, Nolan Hill. All these communities are going to have new schools, which is quite incredible because most of the people are thinking to start their family life and they have kids and they want to make sure that they only move into a community where they have a school. Now, these schools, some of them are in design state right now, or some of them are just still into the planning status. So obviously it's going to take a couple of years for them to be built. But if you are thinking that you want to move to those communities, then take a look at this list. For some reason, we only got 15 schools in this list and we're missing one. Didn't know which one it is, but it is a great list. It'll give you an idea. Then please take a look at this list. So you can make actually that decision where you want to start your family and grow your family as well. Now, the third thing, as we know that Bank of Canada just made the announcement that interest rates, they decreased the interest rate by another quarter point to 2.75 now. Now, Bank of Canada's interest rate is at 2.75, and that, which is a really good news for those people who are working with variable mortgage. So one thing that we have noticed is that even though banks have reduced their interest rates, even up to close to about 4% on fixed mortgages, they are most likely not going to bring them further down. Fixed rate mortgages will most likely stick around in that, in those type of interest rates. But at the same time, it is quite beneficial for those buyers who are thinking to go with variable, that variable interest rates have come down. And obviously, it is a bit of relief for those as well who are struggling with payments and if they have variable mortgage. But if you look at the list, as you can see that CIBC is offering about 4% on a fixed term mortgage. And when you're going to any other bank as well, make sure that you also negotiate with them. And we have talked about that most of the banks are also offering cashback programs as well. Inquire about those programs when you're working with any of your mortgage specialists. And one thing that I would like to share with you, because my business is all customer service based, we only work with those mortgage specialists or brokers that provide good service. So if you need some help, you can definitely contact me, and I can definitely send you the list of some of these mortgage specialists that we work with. Now, we want to talk about, obviously, the real estate market in Calgary. So as we know that the market is slowing down, we had actually sellers market for a couple of years, and it went great for sellers. Prices went up quite high. It was challenging for buyers. But now the market is shifting more towards buyers, and obviously it is a bit of relief as well, because there were a lot of families who were struggling to find a home, and now it seems like that opportunity will come basically for those who couldn't afford high prices. Now the interest rates are coming down, and at the same time prices are coming down as well. Now how long will it last? That's, you know what, a big question. The reason, because we are in so uncertain times right now, that we don't know which way things are going to go, because tariffs on one side are scaring a lot of companies and a lot of businesses, that they're trying to scale back their business, and that means that there will be a lot more people unemployed. But at the same time, if things work out and everything starts to move into the right direction, and things can change quite significantly. So now, just to put it in perspective for you, and I looked at last 30 days from today, in last 30 days, just in the northeast zone of Calgary, and we have so many different zones for real estate part, and we're talking about north part of McKnight and all these communities, including Skyview, Redstone. There was only 10 sales of properties that were above 800,000. So just keep that in mind, that when you are putting your property in the market and you want to make sure that it is priced well, that it is likable, everything is done good before you can sell it. Just imagine, I believe in the last 7 days there were only 4 sales, but in the last 1 month we only had 10 sales that were above 800,000 for those communities that are above McKnight and in the northeast quadrant here. So market obviously is slowing down, and numbers are pretty much speaking that as well. So in the last 1 week, we had 944 new listings that came into the market. Back on the market were 104 properties. 483 properties saw a price decrease. That's pretty close to 500. And you can imagine now how much of a burden it is putting on those sellers right now. And then price increase, 25 properties saw price increase in Calgary. 465 properties went pending. 554 properties were sold. So keep this in mind. Market will always have sales. There is no way that it will just totally stop. And it just depends when the inventory keeps getting added every week. That means that prices need to be adjusted for those to sell those properties. 40 properties were expired, 2 properties were withdrawn, and 110 properties were terminated. So if you are thinking to buy or sell and you need really good advice, please give me a call. I'll be more than happy to assist you. My phone number is 403-689-2345. Thank you.